Hey ladies and gentlemen, I need to change the camera angle. The light is killing us. Okay, 2017 Buick Enclave. I'm going to do the fluid change on this unit here. We're starting off with my jack here. Right there's the drain plug for this. 10 mil. I'm not going to make a long story out of this. No, not 10 mil. Told you wrong, it's 11 mil. It does have sealer on it. Oh, we take our jug. This is actually a relatively low mileage engine, low mileage transmission. Man, I can't talk. But well, I don't know if you can see the fluid. It's pretty dirty. These things here are notorious for not being a very good transmission, to say the least. But anyway, we're talking 20,000 miles on a vehicle. I'm gonna change transmission fluid. These here got an internal filter. You can't. You have to split the transmission in order to change a filter in it. If you call it a filter that is. I don't never flush them. I always drain and refill, and that's, in a nutshell, that's really what I'm doing right here. We're going to just drain it and refill it, and I'm using my, well, not a sponsor by any stretch, not ever a sponsor. I'm using my Mighty Vac right here. This is a transmission fluid fill container is what it is. The reason I'm doing it is because it's a factory fill. It's really never been fiddled with. I know that for a fact because, like I said, it ain't got no miles on it at all. So I'm gonna use that as a baseline to fill that up. Well, actually, I'm gonna do more than use it for a baseline. That's gonna be the fill that's really going back with it. That's what we take out. That's what we'll put back in it. I know there may be some people that argue that, but keep in mind, I do know what service information said what the fill should be, so I can judge based on that whether what I'm putting in and draining out is actually what service information we're talking about. Since we're on the subject, on these transmissions here, the service information calls for 4.2 to 6.3 quarts, and we're at almost at 5 quarts. So use your imagination on that. Personally, I've never seen one of these here actually take 6 quarts, but that's not saying it couldn't be possible. And I know that drain and refill 5 quarts. You put 5 quarts in this thing, you can't go wrong. So, like I said, that's probably some people argue with that, but whatever. I'm definitely not. I have never ever ruined a transmission, so take that how you want. So characteristics about this thing here, it's short trip. I mean, it's a very, very short trip vehicle. I mean, super low mileage for the age, I guess you could say. I guess I would say that. Maybe drive too much, but anyway, it is a low mileage transmission, you know, for the age. It is a 2017. It is black, you know. It's time to change the fluid. It's just that simple. And with short trips being made with the vehicle, I recommend shorter intervals anyway. So maybe, no promise, maybe we can see how dirty that oil is. Okay, so you see how dark it is. It is very, very dark. So that oil is getting changed for sure. If you want to go with the manufacturer's recommendations, you know, sometimes I would say that the manufacturer ought to know best, but and there is a few cases where I'm going to say I don't think so. We're not going to go the manufacturer route and leave the oil in there for 60,000 miles. Of course, it goes without saying, we gave this thing a wash. 100% clean on the inside, wipe it out with microfiber towels, what I always do. That's what's going in it. This is genuine fluid, straight from the dealer. This is what that fluid's supposed to look like. Nice and red, a light red. Definitely not a black red. Like I said, like it or not, we'll put 5 quarts in here. We're going to replace exactly what we pulled out. Check the fluid level. Actually, that's a pretty generous 3 on the scale over here. So, using a can like that, make sure you don't got any dirt on the bottles, because it's a pretty big hole. Make sure nothing's dripping down and all that good stuff. Kind of goes without saying. So according, oh, there's a tire there. According to that scale on the bottle here, we're there. So I'm going to stop right there. It's almost 5 quarts, not quite. So it was 106 inch-pounds on the drain plug. One more thing, when you're using a fill system like this, you put a little bit more oil in it than what you take out of it. Well, in this case, whatever, if you want to put more in it anyway. But anyway, you're not going to get all the oil out of this fill container. So that's what I'm trying to say. One more try. Right over there. I can't point at it, hold the light and hold the camera, and don't work. But right there, there is, you see a hex? You see it? You see it right there? That is actually, once the transmission is warmed up, that's what determines your fill level. You pull that plug out and you go till it drips. You know, let it run out. If it has to, you do that until it starts dripping. That is your actual fill level. So we can go through there so I don't have to lift twice. I don't know the service. Okay, I'm going to have to edit that out. Service information talks about there being a fill cap up here, somewhere underneath of this mess here. And yes, there is. Tough shot. Very tough shot, and it'll be crooked. If I do get it, it's underneath the hose right here, kind of down here. There is actually a fill cap. Like I said, it's going to be a tough job. I don't got enough hands to move everything. And this and and that. Like I said, well, I don't know if I said it or not, but I don't have to use that because I got this filler. We can fill it through the side perfectly fine, no problem at all. I don't know why this is so difficult, but I'm going to let you get your bearing. I'm going to go really slow. That way you see where I'm at. Okay, right there where my socket's at, well, that is where the drain plug is. Hey, we can carry it out right there. Small correction. It's a gauge block. Gauge plug, not block. Whatever. So I had the vehicle idling, we got it warm, had it dripping, put plug back on, and put the tire back on. In a nutshell, that's how you change the fluid on these. Like, subscribe, comments. We'll see you on the next one.